What's going on, traders? Welcome to the channel. I'm John. That's Groot. We trade options here. So you guessed it, another AMC video. I'm just kidding. This is really important, especially since most AMC traders are new. Maybe they're new with options, call options, something like that, or they're new to purchasing stock. This is really, really important. No one really thinks of this when they get into the purchase, but when do you exit? That's a really important question, right? So I'm going to talk about two key things. First, we're going to talk about my position. I'm in the same dilemma right now. When do I exit? What should I be doing? So I'm going to walk you through my thought process. One, I'm not a financial advisor, so it's just my risk only. Keep that in mind. Number two, this is going to be important as well. We're going to be talking about AMC and its parallels to GME. The squeeze has not seemed to have quite squoze yet. The squeeze has maybe not even started yet, so that is really important. So I want to show some particular playouts and parallels to GameStop and how that seemed to work out, and that's also one of the reasons why I chose my exit strategy the way I did. So let's talk about it right now. But first, look at the AMC 4-hour chart. You can see it's actually holding on to this trend line really well. The volume super low today. I'm really surprised at the volume on the 4-hour. On the daily, you'll see it's about in line per se. But let's next go to the 5-minute chart, and you'll just kind of see that we had a very explosive and kind of crazy day. Started off at a very high level near 70 and ended up dropping as low as about 39 or so, 38, and tested this trend line. It bounced perfectly, which was great. I do expect we will get near that trend line again in the future, and I think short selling programs will try and push this lower. So keep that in mind. This is a key thing to watch as the days go by. This starts going higher. The trend line's looking like it'll be in the 49, 50, and then 55 range as things go on. Consolidation, though, is important in a stock. Now, I'm running into this issue. I have profits, and you're going to see this right here, looking at some very healthy profits, right? I like this. This is great, but keep in mind, this is not the primary goal of this channel. I do not ever want to show off like, hey, call options, here's what you should buy. Call options are very risky, and I use only a small 2 to 4% of the account for very speculative plays like this. So that means if I make this speculative play and I lose everything, I've only lost like 2, 3, 4% of the account, and I live to see another day. But this could be something that doubles, triples, 10x's the account. You got to be exposed. Like, that's kind of the way I play this for my own risk. Okay, so keep that in mind. Well, now here's the situation. Now that I'm sitting on a good amount of profit, what do you do? Well, I still have a very bullish bias. I think AMC goes higher, but if I stay like this, I cannot sleep at night, right? I'm a type of trader that will get up late. I'll look at the markets for about 30 minutes to an hour total each day, usually towards the end of the day. And I want to be able to have time to do stuff for myself, go hang out, take the dogs on a walk, make sure I clean stuff, like that's kind of the idea there, is to have free time. I don't want to be tied to staring at this all day long. So what I did here is I actually took out my cost basis. So what I'm doing is, as you get to this gain, if you're someone who's maybe bought stock or options and you see this significant gain, the first thing that comes to mind for me, because I used to never do this and, and then I'd lose everything, blow up my account, all that stuff. Now though, it's a little bit different. What I end up doing is I will take out my cost basis right away. So to give you an idea, as you're looking at this, the cost basis here is this here on the right. It's 6,690. I didn't take out fully the cost basis because what I did is I had sold this 31 call, and now I only have a little bit of exposure where if this goes to zero, I basically lose, $1,000 or so, which is not, to some that's a big deal, but to me, it is a small percentage of the account. I will take that all day long, and it's well worth the potential gain or reward that is there. So that's kind of the idea here. You can hold everything. You have a high conviction rate. You're not going to sell nothing. For me, I actually like to play with house money. We're talking house money, baby. I can sit at the table now, and if I lose everything, I'm no better than when I started, basically. That's kind of my idea. It helps me sleep at night. That's how I'm playing this trade. Okay. Now let's talk about the next thing here. If I mean, even if this took a haircut and it's like 10,000 for profit or 15, I'll take that. But again, highly speculative. Please, please, just like figure out your own risk, figure out what you're willing to lose in terms of trade. And usually I suggest that is like a small portion of the account if you're considering that, so that you have the capability to keep trading. Okay, so let's now look at an important thing, which is going to be AMC and GME. And I'm going to talk to you about why I didn't sell half of my position or all the position, or like a quarter of it or something. So main reason is that I still think there is room in this trade. And as you saw with the trend line, that is very powerful. It is held 2, 3, 4 times. Very nice. That's something I believe in. I'm going to stay with that. And we're starting to get some consolidation building up. So there is a chance that tomorrow action happens. And the biggest thing that could be is what is called a gamma squeeze. And a short squeeze is pretty well known. For someone who doesn't know, perhaps look that up, but I'll give you the short version. People are short selling. They borrow shares to sell a stock lower, but they have to buy the stock back to exit their position. And if they get squeezed kind of higher, it almost creates like a double purchase scenario. And that's why you see a stock go much higher, right? Well, here's the thing with a gamma squeeze, it has similarities, but it's with options. And the way that works is that, let's just zoom in here really quick. And as you're looking, we're trading at about $51 a share currently. Well, let's just say that you, me, and a bunch of other people own these call options at higher levels and it's out of the money. So if we own options at like 60, 65, 70, and it's out of the money, well, the market maker is someone who provides liquidity to the market. And what'll happen is if this stock starts to go from out of the money to in the money with our options, the market maker will see that, and to hedge their risk of creating liquidity, they have to purchase 100 shares per those contracts to try and cover their risk in that spread. So this is really hard to explain on a without better conceptualization and having like an hour to tell you, but the basic idea is as this goes higher, the person creating and providing liquidity to us as traders has to cover their butts, because if they've got call options but no stock to back it up, well, if you exercise those call options, then someone loses in that scenario, and the market maker doesn't want it to be them. That's kind of the basic idea there. So that is it. And if we see that happen, what you start seeing is they keep buying all those shares, and this stock keeps going higher and higher, and then that could create a short squeeze, and these short selling programs have to now buy back, and that goes higher and higher. And that's kind of something that you saw actually with GME. So keep that in mind. There's a few things here with this setup is you run into these consolidation periods in the stock where there's a big run up and then you get a consolidation in the stock. So same thing here with AMC right now. I'm on the 4-hour chart. We had a big run up. There is potential for consolidation, so that's why I wanted to get my cost basis out. If we stay flat, I could lose a little bit of that profits, and I just want to be good in case this somehow goes to zero. So that's where I'm at here. We could be in a consolidation phase, kind of like what you saw here, a big pop-up in AMC. Consolidation actually went lower, back up, and then consolidated. And then we ended up having sort of a breakout, but more and more consolidation. So you see this big setup of consolidation for most of the year, and now it's starting to blow off to the upside, and then who knows, that could continue, it might not, none of us know, nobody knows exactly. And we go to GME, you'll see kind of a very similar setup here, where this was actually in December, and you saw this sort of run up higher, and it consolidated, and we sort of kept building up this setup. So big pop in October, much higher, and we saw a little bit here, but then there was more consolidation, a big battle between shorts and purchases. And as you get these consolidation phases, then we start to go much higher, and then here's the ultimate pop here coming up, and that was in January. And so what this did is it basically started up the pressure to purchase on the gamma squeeze and then on the short squeeze, and we are getting potentially to that setup because no one thought that GME would be trading at $20 or $30, and then as it got to that point, it started putting pressure on the people that were hedged to the downside, and they had to cover their risk to the upside. And that's the main way that this happened. So there is a lot of potential regarding AMC to do that, especially since the float shorted is just as high or higher, I believe, than what GameStop was. And this doesn't mean or guarantee anything in terms of price or where this goes, but I want to have exposure to that, and that is where I'm at. This next one here covers how I set up an income trade with AMC because the volatility is so good. Basically, the setup is for $600 a day. This actually expires tomorrow, so hopefully that works out. I will give an update related to that trade.